just got back from 2 weeks in the UK and in France, and I was with business owners, small business owners, entrepreneurs, people running startups, and everyone's excited. So, you know, there's opportunity around. Not everybody is ready for the opportunity, because for some people it's going to mean radically changing the way they do things, but more fundamentally the way they see things and their definition of reality itself. By that I mean the definition of what it means to be a business and to create a product and to serve customers. When I was in grad school for an MBA, the answer to the question, what is the chief end of a business or the purpose of a business? Well, does anybody else have the textbook answer? Mm-hmm. The goal of business is?
Sell product.
Make money.
Yeah, make money. To put it in MVEs, it's maximize shareholder wealth. You know, so the goal of business is to maximize shareholder wealth. So the age of opportunity is actually probably not so much for those who are seeking to optimize or maximize shareholder wealth, but those who are willing to look at things a little bit differently. I think that the people maximizing shareholder wealth need to be prepared to ask Congress for government bailouts. So, you know, that's probably the direction of that focus. But the opportunity is around creating value for customers, which is really nothing shocking. But how companies can tap into, well, just what is value for a customer. I mean, that's where opportunity for all of you in this room is, to help identify and quantify and to put into categories, actionable categories, you know, where the opportunities are. It's a little bit intimidating to talk to a group of quant people that love quantitative. When I was in grad school, I had to do a thesis in order to get my degree. It took me a long time to do the thesis because I'm not a writer. And I convinced my advisors that they should let me do a qualitative study, which was probably my mistake. If I'd have done a quantitative study, it would have been survey results, intervention results, done.
Easy.
Yes, it probably would have been. But I did qualitative because I'm very much intrigued by what it means to be in a community, how a community and a culture, society, how it forms its relationships and its connections, and how a community makes meaning together. What are their symbols and what are their structures for meaning and organization and relating? So I think there's a wide range of applications for media analysis, and hopefully there's space for both the quantitative analysis and the qualitative analysis. If I were to, well, let me ask you, how many of you are more quantitative? You're really hardcore numbers. I know you are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess I am.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, right.
You are.
I think so.
Everybody else is
Yeah. So when I'm using quantitative, of course, I'm talking about numbers and statistics and stuff that made me feel ill when I was in school and had to do them. And I actually changed my degree one time when I was an undergraduate because I wanted to bypass all of that quantitative stuff. And I'm working on a doctorate right now, and I have 3 classes left. Can you guess what the 3 classes are? I'll give you a guess. It's 891, 892, and 893 in the catalog, and they are quantitative research methodology, inferential statistics, and then descriptive statistics. And I'm proud of myself for saying statistics because I usually say statistics.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's would you? Please, let me give you the provost number and you can get going on that. There's opportunity in helping a range of consumers of research. When I say consumers of research and media analysis, I mean who, the quantitative people, who consumes your data, the output of what you do, what role within a company typically is the consumer.
marketing.
Okay. And what do the marketing people want to know? They want data for a purpose. Okay. So it's post-intervention analysis to see if our...
Very good.
Yes, okay.
Does it work?
Mm-hmm.
Does it generate interest? And ultimately, will they buy?
Okay. And they being the
Consumers,
end user?
correct.
Okay. So at some somewhere along the way, that's the ROI question, basically. Okay, another,
Reach, recall, response.
so that's
Yeah.
definitely the marketing and advertising people here do that with. Okay, is anybody else providing quantitative content for somebody else outside of marketing?
You here for the meetup?
Yeah.
Brand managers,
Okay.
also CRM folks as well.
Okay, what do they want to know with the data?
They want to get an idea of like number of closed calls and just how their CRM custom data relates to the blogosphere data. I mean, that stepwise with how people are thinking about their products based on just the general social media landscape
Okay.
versus their call center.
Okay, in the call center, it's, you talk about closed call? Closed calls.
She was spying on you.
Yeah.
I think my shoes are name brand, I think they're just plain. So, any other segments other than customer service or the marketing people?
Give numbers to agencies so they can
No.
buy decisions.
Oh, like
I don't know, we got some.
frequency reach?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Project managers.
Okay, what do they want?
Project or product?
No, project. I work very closely with project managers, and they wanna know, like, very micro perspective of, is it working? What's the trend, how is it working? And what's the trend and projection?
Okay. So, still post-intervention type thing?
But there's another side. The people doing product development, this has to do with the, how enhanced the culture of a company may be. But people doing product development want to learn about these things to make product better, either for new product or for expanded product development.
So the business intelligence, competitive intelligence function is probably one that's still yet to be developed in this space. I talked with Scott Monty, who is the director of Ford's, and I imagine if you're on Twitter, you're following Scott Monty. Is anybody following General Motors on Twitter?
Nah.
I'm just
No.
curious. You are? Okay.
Oh, and Scott.
It used to be whenever, there was one person out of 24.
Really? But
So I know that's a small percentage. I don't know what percentage, but it's small. When I take those 3 classes, maybe I'll know. But it's amazing that everywhere I speak, or last year when I was speaking, I haven't done it so much this year, but I'd ask people who was following GM on Twitter. Nobody's following GM. So now we have somebody that's following. So you've blown my story now forever. Then I would